If you continue doing this, you will die. All right, today we're gonna be diving into solos again and just finding out the simple mistakes players make. Because remember, you all are better than you think you are. You just play so damn scared that you don't allow yourself to evolve and learn from the mistakes. You just keep repeating the same ones over and over and over. Why? Because fear is making you do it. So remember, guys, you can be afraid in the game. Just make sure it doesn't change or dictate your gameplay whatsoever. And here we are right now. After looting a little bit, kind of questionable that we're coming over here. Not really sure exactly why we're going out of the zone to come to airport. Now, airport has a lot of loot for sure, but so do other areas that are safer in the zone. The plane route flew over this area or flew near this area. So, you know, a lot of people instinctively like to come to airport because of the same reasons, loot. And again, this is my whole point. Like, why would we come back over here just to go back and leave? Although he may get a kill out of it. Let's see. That was actually a really good tree that enemy had. He should have played that and used that tree as cover. It was definitely very questionable that your boy Elvis came all the way out here and proceeded to run away, but he did come out with a kill. So we're gonna assume he's an aggressive player. Maybe. I don't know what to assume about him. Look, we're cracked. We need to play it up. You don't want to challenge this fight underplated. Even if it was a 1v1, he still would have died. But two, again, we're at airport. There's a lot of people here. We just talked about it. Look, 3 more enemies. We have this guy, the guy was shooting on the roof, and now a bounty that when he died, we saw him walking up the ramp. So I would assume he's still up on the ramp. I don't know if Wraith saw it or not, but if he gets to the high ground, he could find out relatively quickly what the hell's going on. We are being thermited. See him on the roof. Oh, it's one guy. You can definitely finish that guy off. It's just single shot. Look, I'm not all for single shot and tap firing, but when he's literally wanting and you see him, just tap fire. Why risk spraying and praying? Again, dangerous. The enemy had a heady. We kind of stepped away from our wall. Luckily, we just sprayed the shit out of him with our weapon and we're able to hit him. But again, dude, pay attention. Whether he wins or loses the fight, man, try to play the wall as best as you can. The fact that he was accurate enough to hit him on the heady is pretty nice, but we were vulnerable as well. Now, also, mid-game, learn from the mistakes of the enemies you're fighting, too. You know, most of these enemies got caught up because there's a lot of people around here. You don't want to fall in that same category. But I don't know what your boy Wraith did. He's got all the money. He's literally got it all. We have enough for a loading. We have enough for everything. Maybe a UAV in here too. That'd be nice. If you guys see a UAV at a buy station, you're sitting on abundance of money, throw it up. Buy it first and throw it up, because while you're buying your weapons, you can pretty much find out if anyone's near you or not and not have to panic as much. And a lot of times too, you find a lot of enemies camp these buy stations till the very last moment, and they'll wait for you to buy your first gun, and then they'll clap you. It happened to me a lot. They'll sit there, let you buy your first gun, and when you go back in the buy to buy your second, they just finish you off and take your fucking weapon. Now, we saw 2 people on the mini-map on the rooftop fighting to a right-hand side. Of course, the vehicle that came to challenge us initially ended up running off because the gas came in. So let's see if he paid attention to his mini-map. Let's see if he noticed the enemies on the rooftops. And also, let's see how he rotates out of this area, because it's in a bad spot. Again, you know, vehicles are awesome. I'm not the biggest vehicle fan, but at moments like these, you need to get to the vehicle and take it. Now, look at that fight right there. Why did the enemy just run out in the open? Well, instinctively, he wanted to get to the tree because that's cover, right? And again, you want to do cover and concealment, but if you have a distance like that between you and the nearest piece of cover, you gotta either A, go back down that little hill he came from and play it as a heady, or B, just turn and try to outshoot us. He didn't try anything, and unfortunately, Wraith had the easiest kill of his life. I'm not gonna make fun of him for driving. I can't drive for shit in this game either, all right? Mouse and keyboard driving is not the easiest for me. Controller all day long. Mouse and keyboard though, rough. Again, we have the gas coming in. I'm not sure why we're pushing back for the kill. The enemy, one, is going to grab the high ground, and two, it's even if we get the kill, we run the risk of getting gate kept and getting killed by the zone or caught by the zone. And to be honest, I don't know why I drove the vehicle here. Just stick to the roads. A lot of people go off road. If you're in that little Corolla, whatever the fuck it is, stay on the roads, homie. Because nothing good's gonna happen from you off-roading that vehicle. Nothing at all. Observation, I got him credit. He's at least looking around. I do think this is a mistake playing the edge, but again, buy station, maybe UAV. Buy station's not open. We see the parachute behind us. He didn't see it at all. He buys the UE. Again, in a bad spot regardless. We can't tell if he's ghosted or not because spectating UAVs are kind of broken. You saw him pop up for a second, but that was kind of it. Now look, the enemy can go wherever he wants. He can rotate right, he can rotate left, he can just push us. And there he's rotating left. So we need, again, get to a better spot. He's not in the tower. Look at the mini-map. The mini-map was on the left side of the tower building. You're looking directly at the tower building. This is where he was. That's where he thought he was. The enemy, again, is probably going to be rotating to get a different angle on you. There he is again. Enemy's doing a good job of putting shots down and pushing. I don't like that the enemy jumped out, try to challenge us like that. He won the fight, but again, he had a shed, hug the building, use the cover as an advantage. Don't leave your cover. This is not Warzone 1. The biggest mistake I see everyone, myself included, make is we still have that Warzone mentality. So you see a lot of people ego challenge out in the open as if it's Warzone 1 and they get fucking dominated on. Again, just learning map terrain, finding out what the zips are. That's a pretty important part. Save a lot of time. All the times you guys waste, that's a lot of time you're vulnerable. Double backing, going up one way, having to go another, which is double backing. Walking up the long route instead of taking the zip. Things like that. Try to limit the amount of time you guys are exposed. All right, so we're coming to an area that's notorious for being hot, and it's on the edge of the zone, and there's always a buy here. So I'm interested to see how he plays this area. To be honest, I would probably go ahead and start moving my way to the center of the zone just because it's the high ground and start kind of playing that area. Now again, different strategies for different players. If you're like one of those aggressive SMG, you want to push in buildings, this is going to be a spot you thrive and you love. But me as a sniper, me as a long range player, dude, I'm gonna go start playing position. I don't want to run into 1,000 different players sitting in these buildings and I have to clear out every single one of them, more or less because I'm lazy and it takes a lot of time to clear all these fucking buildings. And again, you'll have a lot of people here. Nice little 360, good shit, phase up, baby. Telling you, I've seen an evolution in solos in Warzone 2, and it's devolving. It's not really evolving. It's gotten a lot slower paced. People are more hesitant. People are afraid to die, so they camp up more. I really don't blame the player base. I really blame the way this game was designed. Again, slower paced gameplay. Like if you want it to be slow, make every single thing for it slow. If you want it to be fast, make every single thing for it fast. Like there's just no balance. For instance, the amount of streaks around the map. That's a fast-paced mechanic. Like you shouldn't have a billion clusters and precisions if it's a slow-paced game. It doesn't make any damn sense. And that's just one of the 100 examples I can literally name off the top of my head. But this is why the game is in a state it is in now, and everyone's kind of slowed down and playing in bushes and playing in buildings and just I can't even call it ratty anymore because it's literally I'd say 80% of players do it. It's no hate to you guys. Again, it's just the game and what it kind of dictates you guys to do. And again, this is one of those reasons why I don't like coming in these areas when it's this part of the zone. You see the tracker footsteps. I don't think he does because you literally have to clear every building. It's always funny to spectate people with engineer and see how many fucking claymores and shit are in buildings.
Gas is closing in.
It's like that too. Again, just pointing out the same things. And I hate to be a broken record. Nothing makes me more than being a broken record, but at least in Warzone 2 gameplay, there was a variety of players. We would literally spectate something. It seemed that was different almost every day, but in this game here, it's the same shit. Like, why did we throw down a precision? You wasted it. You might need that to rotate out of a bad spot, but now we will never know because you decided precision in the ground was even more important than this. You know where he's at. If you want to kill him, you got to push him, but you have to make the decision. You don't just sit here and wait. We're going to wait for 30 minutes. No, if you don't want to fight him, leave and go somewhere else. Also, if you're in this area, I think the rooftop's just the best spot, to be honest. And most of these buildings have access to the roof with ladders and shit. All right, decent snap. Good job just seeing the laser. Now, I know a lot of meta builds have lasers on them, and that's fine. Just know your gun, right? If you have a laser that shines and you're gonna clear a corner, make sure you aim your gun at the wall, and then when you clear the corner, you and your laser peek at the same time. Like if you watch me when I play and I have a laser on my gun, whether it's a ground loot, whether it's a bill, whatever, if I'm like clearing a staircase, I'll keep it on the wall so if an enemy's looking down the stairs, he won't see it. And then right when I'm about to peek, that's when he'll see it. And at that point, it's too late and it's a fair fight. But be aware of the weapons you have and the tools that are on their weapons. Because if you have that bright ass laser and you're just shining it everywhere, you're probably gonna get called out. All right, again, the ending's gonna favor, I would imagine, this side here. It could go either way, but again, the majority of it being here, that's kind of where I want to go to. There's a lot of wide open area here. Him rotating from here is going to be almost impossible. He's gonna have to rely on having a vehicle. So if it does shift to the left, he needs to grab a vehicle almost instantly. Decent job. I gotta give him credit though. Even though he died, I gotta give him credit. He went to the bathroom instinctively and instantly went back out and tried to challenge the enemy. And then here is Ashley sitting in a bathroom doing the exact same shit. But at least in the other guy's defense, he was like, oh shit, bad idea. And he went back out to ego challenge the enemy. He almost won the fight too. This is very interesting. But I would imagine we probably have 9 people in this area. I love this. Even in Warzone 1, this was always funny to watch. I don't know why players think this works, but this never, ever, in any situation, ever was the correct thing to do. This doesn't do shit. It's fun. I feel like I'm in a Roomba class, but look at the guy in the building. We don't even see him. Look at that. Boom. But Savage, don't have FOV. Bullshit. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's not an excuse anymore. I told you guys, FOV is a benefit for players, but a lot of people that blamed everything on FOV, nothing's gonna change. And sure enough, observation's not there, and here we are. And guess what? I'm playing on 105 FOV. 105, not even 120, and you can see it. And again, look at this. Like here we are setting up for camping, and again, we gotta rotate, bro. Pre-rotate. Guys, if you're bad at the game, pre-rotate. You'll be better. You don't have to be the best shot, but if you're playing the edge like this, you're gonna get called out by the other guys who are gatekeeping your ass. If you continue doing this, you will die. And another perfect example of someone playing the edge because they spend their entire time in Warzone playing the edge. And I'm getting passionate, right? I'm not mad. The reason why I'm saying that is I don't want to about Savage, you're getting so mad at the game. Shut up. I'm trying to help people, right? I take helping passionately. But look, if you play on the edge like that, it means you're not getting many fights. And if you're not getting many fights, you can't shoot for shit. And that's a perfect example. We were nowhere near where the enemy was at. And again, I want to point out, good players always play the edge because that's where we know you're going to be at. So again, gatekeep, for instance, again, dude, I would have been up here the whole time. And if I was up here still, I'd be clapping Wreck right now. Or I would have clapped Ashley. Or I would have clapped all these other fucking cheeks, dude. And even though Wreck's got 15 kills and he's probably one of the better players in the lobby, if a player that's not even that good is just holding that ridge up there, just holding the power position, we're out in the open. It's an easy kill. It's an easy kill for anyone. for anyone, but you rob yourselves of these opportunities because you do not try to gatekeep. It is wild. All right, again, but knowing the map, here we are ziplining. Weird, no one's here. This is the power play. This is the best spot to be. Now, I would be concerned about that tower because, oh, there he is. He found us. Where's he go? Can he crawl down faster? Nope. Yep, GG. All right, good. Thank God. Another player is decent. Actually holding position. Weird. Okay, I spoke too soon. So like right now, again, dude, we're in a spot where we're in the highest position on the map. We have the position, but that window's closing. So right now we should be looking around and finding the other two players and killing the other two players, because the problem is if the circle rotates this way and we have to jump down, the guy here is going to kill us. But instead we're going to hide in the bush, because that's what Warzone's about. We're not going to look. We're just going to... I don't even know how he's got 10 kills, I'm going to be honest. No hate, my guy, but like, damn. Look, okay, the circle moved. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Is it bad part of me wants him to die just to prove me right? Is that like egotistical of me? All right, parachute play, and that's kind of wild. Ends up working out though, and again, we're drawing a lot of attention to ourselves, and yeah. Oh, dude, if he wins the game, he's gonna win. The circle's coming back our way. No shot. So again, let's see if he learned from his mistake. The enemy's got to come to us out in the open. If you look at the mini map, all he's got to do is just peek it and look. That's all he's got to do. Peek it and shoot. But we're not peeking shit. And now we're underplated. Now we're not healed up. So we are an easy one tap. And there's a cluster coming down our fucking throat right now. All that time we wasted for nothing. You want to reload your RPK, fine, but with 34 bullets in that gun, I wouldn't have reloaded it. I wouldn't have used a Fennec. I would have just looked and... What the fuck do I know?